Good morning, friends. We're gonna do another tarot card today. I had a lot of fun last time. I've been kind of thinking about what vibes to bring into, my Twitch stream. Usually I am all about fun and interactive stuff, building community, all of that. And so I am thinking that while I really love fun and chaos in other settings, I really loved being able to focus on stream. And I feel like this is going to give me the tools to be able to complete some really big projects because of a fascinating concept called body doubling. So we're going to make that work for us. Because when I'm on stream, it's like I have other people out there that I am working with. And so that gives me the motivation to keep on going and to, keep tackling this tarot card project, particularly right now, piece by piece. I really think that this idea of doing body doubling and trying to make progress on projects is something different. We'll see. It's an ongoing experiment. Today we're gonna draw another tarot card, and we're gonna figure out which card we're gonna draw, or I'm gonna draw, by picking a tarot card. We've got the Weird Cat Tarot, my favorite tarot card deck. I figured today I needed to stream to keep up the momentum. Dearly hope that my iPad has enough juice to make it through today. But, I've got my charger hooked up. We'll be good. Shiny, shiny edges, all of that stuff. Still really confused by a non-mirrored or camera. So, just gonna shuffle, give it a good little shuffle. I don't know if we're gonna get a cat visit today. I think they're just sleeping today. Last time, when I was trying to shuffle, I had a surprise guest star, Mr. Bowser. All right, that feels good. And so, I've done 5 cards so far. So there's a very high chance that the card that I draw is not going to be one that I've drawn before. So far, I've done all major arcana. Not all of the major arcana, but the 5 cards that I've done have been major arcana. So, this one's a minor arcana. 9 of Swords. So let me just get that for you. 9 of Swords. So this one's going to be really interesting for me to do, because this is gonna integrate Porcupine. I feel like I keep saying hedgehog. It's Porcupine that I'm doing. So as a reminder, each suit is going to be a different animal, and they're each going to have, kind of their own, accessories in line with the suits. So swords are going to be porcupine spines. Wands are going to be sticks. Sticks will be, held or surrounded by skunks. Then we've got raccoons, which will have pentacles because they like shiny objects. And then cups will be possums, and they will have little, like, trash cans. Those will be the cups. So this is our Trash Friends Tarot. Working title. If it's already taken, then I'll choose a new title, but I was looking up characteristics of the 4 species that I chose, and they're not all, like, actually trash-loving friends. But, we'll figure it out. I'll figure out what it is that we want to call this deck. But, okay. This one's going to be really interesting. So the keywords: fear, anxiety, negativity, breaking point, despair, nightmares, isolation. The reversed keywords: recovery, learning to cope, facing life, finding help, shame, guilt, mental health issues. So the 9 of Swords depicts a woman that is sitting on her bed while she holds her head in her hands. It appears as though the woman has just awakened from a very bad nightmare. She seems to be upset, anxious, and fearful. 9 swords are hanging on her wall, and a carving that depicts a person defeated by another can be found in her bed. Oh, okay. Weird place for a carving. Or maybe it's a carving like in the bed itself. The quilt has been decorated with various astrological symbols and roses. Here we see that same woman that we saw earlier in the Eight of Swords, and perhaps she was finally released, but haunted by the nightmares of the suffering she endured while she was left and deserted. Interesting. The Nine of Swords is often associated with fear and anxiety, about all the things you worry about and keep you up at night. Sometimes this card can be associated with trauma, one which may be shameful for you to confide with others about, and all the psychological responses that come from experiencing that trauma. When we are never released from the entrapment depicted in the Eight of Swords, we escalate into the Nine of Swords, where we are plagued by nightmares. I think one thing I want to look up is Porcupine, like fearful Porcupine. Because I would love to see like what their expressions are. So I'm just pulling that up in my browser. I mean, I think that it's probably a classic, like, you know, curling in on oneself. These just all look like porcupines, but maybe the porcupine is like kind of curled in on itself. What about like a sleeping porcupine? Porcupines sleep in trees. Fun fact. Let's just do a quick screen share to see. I like this one. I feel like sleeping in a tree is an interesting image, but that might be a better one for another card. Porcupines are just like such interesting critters. They just like, porcupines just look like balls of spikes with little faces. I've got a good number of reference images here. So sleeping porcupine with the 9 porcupine quills around our little friendo.
I'm driving down an empty freeway, no waiting for the light to